go to YouTube and hopefully everything is fine and dandy. Everything should be live and ready to go. We are just testing the audio. The metronome is working. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to FRL F2 season number 13. I am your host, Zook. I will be taking you through the action this evening, and you might have noticed something here today. But you might notice something a little bit different for this race. Yes, unfortunately, Codemasters have decided to be the greatest game developers of all time, and unfortunately have messed up the equal cars, meaning that we will be running the multiplayer cars this week. As you can see from my very, very ugly, in fact, Hyundai Motorsport My Team livery there, which I do run if I'm in a multiplayer session. But going into this race, obviously last time out we were in Imola, and it was the Alpine of Edzak, the level-headed Latvian, taking the victory after some last lap drama between Michael F1 and Bullboy. Rackler came home to finish in second, with Bullboy finishing third in the Tifosi to take his first podium of season 13 of F2. Going through your driver standings, however, Rackler still out on top right now on a total of 104 points, with his brother Cody following behind on 86. Edzak, the level-headed Latvian, jumps up to third now and jumps his teammate up to 65 points. Ignelis drops down to fourth on 262 points after a first corner retirement last time out after a collision with Cassidy and Nilsano. Michael F1 came home in fifth, and he is currently fifth in the championship on 57 points. Coincidentally enough, his possibly arch rival here, Bullboy, in sixth on 56 points here today. Cassidy is seventh, the Flying Scotsman, yet to finish he's either yet to failed to finish or been on the podium. 49 points so far for the Flying Scotsman. Nilsano is currently in 8th on 41. Morgan Cassidy in 9th. Barry the Bear in 10th. Running through the constructor standings, and no cookies awarded for you. Any guesses on who's on top? It is Aston Martin. 190 points right now. The brothers proving their worth at the top of the standings. Alpine keep up their form, and they look to be trying to close down here in Miami. 127 points. They are sat in second. Williams are in third. The Scuderia, the prancing course, the home of the Tifosi, Ferrari, are currently sat in fourth place. Mercedes closing up on them, though. Well, sorry, Ferrari actually jumped them last week. Ferrari and Aston Martin, by the way, the only teams to score in every single race this season. Alfa Romeo Sauber are currently sat in 6th. Red Bull Racing in 7th. AlphaTauri in 8th. McLaren in 9th. Haas, despite a strong 12 points last time out, I think that was for Barry the Bear, finishing in 4th for the Haas team. They currently still sit last. However, that battle, between 5th Mercedes and Haas, there's only 12 points in there. As we've got JS Shane in the chat. Hello, welcome into today's race. But we have got a full grid for this brilliant Miami Grand Prix today. As I'm quickly gonna get the track layout for you here today in the beautiful state of Florida. Obviously, home outside the Hard Rock Stadium, home to the Miami Dolphins, as well. But here on this track, where we've only seen it twice in F1, both times won by the Red Bull of Max Verstappen. 19 corners make up the track here, with a mixture of fast flowing corners and tricky hard braking zones. Turn 1, 2, 3, easy to lose car in 3, but also on 2 and 1 as well. If you mess up any of them, that is time lost in all of your 3 corners. Before a bit of a longer run after the sweeping right into turn 4, 5, 6 and into the long left-hander of 7 before you go into the little kink of 8, the hard traction zone before passing the DRS detection zone here. Don't forget as well, 3 DRS zones including the start finish straight before you enter into sector 2, the little kink of 9 before the DRS is wide open through a little curve of 10 and the heavy braking zone of 12 before you go into the trickiest section, and this is where your high wings will prove dividends, as it is the long right-hander of turn 12 into 13, the chicane of 14, 15. That is the most committed point for any driver in this race. Turn 16 as well is a bit of a heavy braking zone before you go into the DRS detection zone, and the DRS obviously opening midway up before the heaviest braking zone on the track. Turn 17 hairpin there. Turn 18 and 19 as well, just swooping corners, and that is a lap of the Miami Grand Prix circuit. Some famous moments include Sebastian Vettel and Mick Schumacher back in 2022. Mick Schumacher going for the move on his mentor and good friend, and unfortunately colliding. That looked like that made everyone feel like a puppy had just got shot. Other key moments as well. I can't remember. Turns 7 and 8, obviously such a blind corner there. Obviously we saw Gasly and Norris collide back in 2022. Norris DNFing from that collision with the AlphaTauri man at the time, now currently the Alpine man. And can we not forget that long DRS straight is the most important part of the track here, and that is where the majority of overtakes are going to be done into turn number 17. But we'll get underway very shortly for an 18 minute. So I think we are going to get underway here. 19 drivers, so great attendance once again from F2. Turning up this week as well. 19 drivers will be our deciding factor. And don't forget, so obviously it'll be interesting to see what custom liveries we do see here today. Whether people have took a little bit of time to create new liveries for their team. And what's going on here? They're wanting to. So I'm quickly going to look to try and get someone in who obviously is allowed to race. Oh, that was pointless. as everyone is going to ready up here, as people have thought, where is the, as Bullboy has decided not to get into a car. Yeah, 19 drivers today. I do know the team, so I'm going to try my best, by the way, ladies and gentlemen, to refer to everyone as if they're in their normal team. As we are in the F1 World Car, it's going to be a bit difficult. Some people have made it a bit easier for us. I know a few people, such as Mickey, for example, has made a custom Mercedes car. So it's going to be interesting to see some of the thingies that we've got. As you tell the ones who aren't here, out there controllers, or wheels. In Bulwar's case, a controller. In Cassie's case, a wheel. But going into this race, obviously, weather can be a factor. 19 drivers to take to the grid today. A wide variety of... You know, we've got a load of champions, to be fair. And the first driver out, I think, is Lazaro, the man who made it up. Okay, and oh! Lazaro going for a bit of a gold theme today, is he? Lazaro going for a gold theme here on his car. That's a beauty that he has built up there. As behind, oh my gosh, this is going to be very difficult to keep up. Leslie has now took the lead. He's gone all black, so it's clean. I'll give it that. It's a very nice car, to be fair, that he's got going with him with that livery. But the man driving normally for the AlphaTauri team. Now, in basically what AlphaTauri is basically it's not got a main sponsor, so it's not really got a livery at the moment here. But he will be the first man to go out on a lap here. Please note the confusion that will happen today, because so I'm just going to have a look. I think, yeah, so it's Michael Van Dongen, but Leslie will be the first man out on track. Please note the confusion. Lazaro's... How's he... Right, what's happened here? Lazaro... Oh my god, no. Well, Lazaro's crashed out on a straight. Please don't tell me that's a euphemism for today, but Leslie will be the first man as he's now heavy on the brakes into 17. Nate gets his apex, and now we are underway for... Oh yeah, I forgot he's got a quality ban. I forgot. So it's around second in the championship. It is Mr. Michael Van Dongen, back fresh from his holiday, back revitalised in FRL, and now it's foot to the floor, DRS wide open, the letterbox allowing the air through as he gets his apex of turn 1 into turn 2 now, does that quite well. Does the man normally driving for the Aston Martins in, I think this is maybe a bit more of a default livery. I wondered if we were going to like some like Triple Crown or some Connor Sports today, but people definitely put in their time into the right place as Van Dongen there opts for second gear out of turn 7, and now it's foot to the floor once again. The DRS is going to be open now here for Mr. Van Dongen, and now he is again foot to the floor. What can he do? Obviously Bit of a way to go. 18 points now behind his fellow brother in Rackler. Now Michael Van Nolan goes through into, I think this is 14 and now 15. Commits quite well there. And, oh, he has a big lockup. Going into 16 there. And that is going to catch a few drivers out, I believe, throughout today. And now it is foot to the floor. And it is full focus on that braking zone. Into turn 17 now. Now what can he do? Heavy on the brakes. Doesn't lock up there. Manages to get the rotation down. It's foot to the floor once again here. And it's going to be a 29-1 for Michael Van Dongen. Next up to cross the line, I think. Oh my gosh, it's a yellow. It's a yellow. Is it Tex? It is Tex Rex, the man. He's done it. He's in the Connor Sport. We have the Connor Sport car, ladies and gentlemen. Tex now goes to the top of the timing sheets. Next up, oh shit, Barry the Bear. Sorry, Scar's gone second fastest. Barry the Bear up next. As I think next up might be Mickey. Oh, that is a beauty. JB second fastest. Oh my god, this is. I give credit to anyone who does this all time. Oh, Stephen goes up to 7th fastest and yes, he's done it, big car. And Zach, by the way, goes to the top of the time machine, the Alpine man. As Alpine now lock out the front row at the moment, but we've got an Audi. Yes, Audi and an Alpha. Oh my god, this is so confusing. Right, who's that in front of him? Who's in the burp? Oh. Mickey up to the 9. 8th fastest for him. I'm just saying some of these liveries are interesting. Hugo Boy goes, oh my word, Hugo's got the beauty. Hugo's got a beautiful car, to be honest. I think the most outstanding car of the lot is gotta be Hugo. But he's repping 26. Come on, Hugo. Yeah, yes, my goat. As I think Nilsano is going to be the next man to cross the line. Man, in the 2023 Alfa Romeo livery car. Which unfortunately we didn't see brought into the game for the actual Alfa Romeos. So it's going to be foot to the floor for Nilsano. What's it going to be for the Bottle Job Merchant? As now he's going to get the DRS flap wide open here today, ladies and gentlemen. As now he's foot to the floor. Pedal to the metal. And now the Alfa Romeo driver. As Hugo goes up to 5th fastest. Nilsano up to the line. 5th fastest now. And he's on the mediums. Nilsano being really strong in qualifying as per for him. Next up is going to be DJ Shutters here. As DJ, obviously a very, very infamous player for Walsall Football Club, Mr. DJ Danny Johnson. But this is definite. Hopefully, it'd be very funny if I was commentating on DJ. But unfortunately, we are not, I believe, unless he wants to admit it is him. But in a very sparkly, bold livery is Mr. DJ Chudders, as I think he is going to be, as if I remember correctly, he is here to represent Mercedes AMG Petronas today, replacing Humanoid. And now it is foot to the floor again, but DRS is wide open. And up he goes round here, up to the line goes DJ Chudders. What's it gonna be? 14th fastest for him. Next up, I think Tex Rex, maybe the car, maybe Michael. Oh my word, Michael's in a Williams. Michael shows the Williams. I love it. Yes, Michael, my goat. As Hugo's not on a push lap, is Nilsano? No. So no one on push laps at this current stage, unless DJ Shutters is on another one here. No, Pete isn't. The DRS isn't active for him. Next up, I think, might be... Oh my gosh, no, this isn't fair, boys. Lads, this isn't fair. Michael F1 He is on a lap. He's the only man on a lap here. It's the Williams 800 Grand Prix livery for him. Purple in that first sector, breaking into the 29er in that first sector. Very minuscule. But now it's going to be foot to floor. DRS now wide open for second time in this lap. Now heavy braking into 11 goes Michael F1, the man who so near yet so far last week nearly got onto the podium, nearly took the win despite a penalty and obviously the incident with Bullboy and dropping him down into 5th. But he's going to be looking back with revenge this week. Oh, big twitch, big moment. But he is purple in the second sector. What can Michael F1 do? We've seen glimpses of pace from him before this season. But the Williams, what can he do? We've seen his teammate as well, the Flying Scotsman, make his way up the order, winning a race as well in the Spanish Grand Prix. But Michael F1 up to the line now. What's it going to be? 4th fastest for him. Nice job there. The next up, I think JB is the next man on a push lap. He's in. Oh my gosh, JB has chosen a beautiful livery. I'm still disappointed Scar or him haven't picked the Triple Crown McLaren, but I'll let it slide this week. But I expect it if there's more. It's JB now. He is the man pushing. I need to just confirm. Yep, he is the man on a push lap, furthest ahead of everyone here, but 8/10 currently off the original pole. That is a monster lap from Edzak. I don't even think Edzak could just stay in the pits. JB up to line, goes to 4th fastest. JB having some great pace this season, to be fair. Scar now, his teammate, goes up to 3rd. Wow, where's that come from? The F3 Season 8 champion, the final F3 champion we've had. I think next to cross line, is it going to be... I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I am genuinely confused on who's on laps, who isn't. So, I think... No. Nassano started his lap, so I need to find out. I hate this. I actually hate doing this. Bury the bear. No, Mickey. Oh, VIP! VIP's crashed in turn 3! What's happened there? The man in P11 right now has gone for a spin out of turn 3. As I think it's Tex Rex. Nope, he's already got the line. He's up to... He's currently 4th fastest. Cassidy's crashed! No, he's retired. What? Oh, has he got a quali ban as well? We'll go with Mikel van Dongen. He is the first man now. First man to finish on a lap. He goes up only to 8th fastest there. The Van Dongen's not known for their qualifying prowess here in FRL. Mickey now up to the line. Where can he throw that car? Only up to P11 at the current stage. Next up, I think JB into the pit lane here. This more frustrates me, but this makes me want to race in FRL again. Yeah, it's been good, to be fair. I mean, the attendances have definitely gone up, and I'm happy that people have found some more motivation. Bury the Bear goes up to 7th, and that is a great lap from the man who's normally in the Haas. I'm so sorry if this is confusing. Genuinely speaking, I'm trying here, ladies and gentlemen. I'm trying. Nassano, 3rd fastest on the softs now. Exactly the same time as Ignellis. But nobody is coming close to Edzak. Edzak's on smoke. Oh my gosh. Van Dongen, by the way, he's not on a push lap, but the man behind him is on a push lap. It is Mr. O'Stephen. It's the wisely old fox here in FRL, and he is now coming up to the line. What's it going to be for O'Stephen? What? O'Stephen at the track where he took his first ever FRL race win now jumps to 7th. as DJ Chudders goes up to 12th. And this is you know what? You get rid of Edzak here. This is an insanely close qualifying session. And it's who's done that? Hugo goes to 9th. Next up, Michael F1 has invalidated his lap. Nilsano, yep, he's into the pit lane. I think everyone is now coming into the pit lane to get a fresh set of Redwood soft compound tyres. Before we go for final runs in just a moment here, we're going to ride on board with the man who's on his final out lap. It is Mr. JB. Here, and obviously JB, we know his pace normally. He is quite strong. As Edzak's already gone back out as well. Edzak could genuinely just stayed in the pits. I don't think many people are going to come close to that. We just do not know. Here in FRL. As JB will commentate on his lap here. Now goes through 19 onto the DRS straight. DRS flap open for the first time on this hot lap. And he's already aggressive, heavy on the brakes into turn 1 here. So he loses just the rear end slightly there. And now this is going to be the break it or make it moment. The yellow flags at sector 2. I think that is a driver on an out lap. We can confirm. Yes. Hugo already... No, Hugo's coming in. I thought Hugo was on lap. JB though, he's improving by a 10th. But in a grid where it's just super close to call, a 10th can mean everything here today. As is he improving? I don't know. It's a lone tyre from the crash from Lazaro BTW. It's JB now. He is holding his own here today, ladies and gentlemen. The final F4 champion in FRL is now on the limit. He is pushing that car right to the billabone, and it is going to be not ideal with the car just in front of him, impeding. What is he doing? What was he doing? That is extremely dangerous there from, I believe that was Mickey Garcia. JB is not going to be a happy chappy after that one, but doesn't take any revenge. He does move out of the way for Mickey to start his flyer lap. So I think next up to cross the line might be one of the yellows. Is it one on that lap? It's Bullboy over there, is it? Oh my gosh, Bullboy! He's got I love it! Bullboy's got obnoxious with his. Yes, Bullboy! Join your rebellious side. Yes, I love it. I love it. I love it. Yes. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen, I am trying to confirm. I think it's Scar next, you know? You know what, we'll go with Scar. And he has lost time in the second sector. What has happened to the F3 season 8 champion here? He's losing a hell of a lot of time here. Now, and it's just so close to call that this could be the difference between front row or being outside of the top 10 to begin with. Scar to the line, doesn't improve, stays 4th. Fastest. Next up, I believe, is going to be... maybe... Michael Van Dongen. We'll go with him. Michael Van Dongen. Where can he throw that car? Absolutely nowhere, because he's just started his lap. Everyone go for... I think 2 maybe out laps here. DJ does, by the way. And these guys all on out laps. So I think it might be the car in black, maybe. In... JP? Not on another lap here. Everyone there on our lap, so I think it's going to be the car that's very far ahead. I think it is going to be Rackler, the next man. Oh no, Rackler's invalidated. Your championship leader is going to start from 11th as a maximum. He's out. He's done. So next up to cross the line, Bury the Bear. Up to the line now. Starts his flying lap here. Ball boy, we haven't seen him much today. Where can he put that blue wannabe Ferrari? As JB crosses the line now. I think ahead. Racklet is one of them ahead. Scar as well, not on an improvement. Edzak? It's Edzak improvement. Edzak is on a push. Oh my gosh, Edzak. He's not into the pit lane. He is off to Narnia. Ball boy up to the line now. Where can he put it? He's going to get a time on the board at least. And goes 12 fastest for him. Fair play. Ignelis though, the man challenging Edzak, his fellow teammate. Up to the line now. Ignelis stays second fastest. This has opened the door very much indeed. I think next is going to be Mickey Garcia. Up to the line now. He's into the pit lane. My apologies there. And now it's going to be Hugo, maybe? Hugo? But the big story is Nilsano. Where's he going to put down for Romeo? Up to the line now. It's only second by a tenth of us, by 100th. But Michael F1, he's come from nowhere to take pole position. Unless Stone Steven can stop him, he can't. It's Michael F1 on pole position for the Miami Grand Prix. Edzak, he looked unbeatable today, but he has very much been beaten here on the Saturday. It is Michael F1 out on top on the Saturday. And that is your grid confirmed so far for this race. Michael out on top, Edzak in second, Nilsano in third. That is your front three for this Grand Prix. Michael F1 out of nowhere takes that like a champ. And now takes that all elusive pole position here today. As now into the race we go. Dry weather indeed. As we are going to get underway, 29 laps of full force action here today in FRL. Michael on top for Williams. Edzak in second. Formation lap. Here are we go. Your territory to no one electing for the shot. Nilsano, Texrex, O'Steven, Rackler, Bullboy, McGavin Dongum, Leslie and Cassie all opting for the white walled hard compound tyre. Everyone else opting for the yellow walled mediums today. And one of those medium runners is your championship leader. It is Mr. Michael F1. I think we should take some time to just appreciate. So Texas in the Connor Sport. We've got Nilsano and Edzak both in Alfa Romeos. Michael in the Williams. Hugo in a very nice custom. We've got an Audi. We've got Connor Sport. We've got a beautiful representation of an Indy car, actually. If you know, you know. It's a beautiful livery. We've got palm trees. We've got basic. We've got basic. We've got blue basic, but love it. Basic. Engineered Insanity, aka the Mercedes from Wish. Basic. Car clean. Golden, but he's not been gone for. And another Williams! Way, yes, Cassidy! No triple crowns though, which but get your votes in. On who do you think will take victory here today, ladies and gentlemen? As we are going to go green flag running, 29 laps are ahead of us here in the beautiful Florida sunshine here in Miami. So I'm quickly going to set up the old angled monitor just so we can get some more adrenaline, you know. But get your predictions in now, folks. Who's going to take victory out here today in Florida? Don't forget your championship leader, Rackler, currently starting in 12th place. Your other championship protagonist, Mikael van Dongen, down in 14th. This is a good chance for anyone else to take a victory, get their name back into championship fight, including the two Alpines. But we're now going to go to the 5 red lights. As now the lights on ahead of us, ahead of the drivers. 5 lights on. And we are underway. Michael gets a bit of a sluggish start in comparison to Nilsano. Nilsano has had a monstrous start. And here comes Hugo down the inside of one. There's contact. There's contact. Nilsano. Nilsano has gone for a spin after contact with Hugo and Edzak. That was a dive bomb. Texrex is already round 4th and he's trying around the outside. And now Edzak, very level-headed Latvian. He's already up and through into 2nd. But Michael F1, this is the dream start. This is the start he would have dreamed of in his sleep last night. And now big losers, including Stephen and Ellis. They're getting hounded at the moment here. Mikael van Dongen, he's gone for a spin. He's gone for a spin. That is right side end plate damage for your championship protagonist. And that is going to be a big sigh of relief for Rackler here. Ballboy and DJ Chudders are going wheel to wheel as well. DJ making a move for P9. And that extra championship point further back as well. VIP GT Gamer and Ellis are fighting out for P12 in this race at the moment, and VIP is ahead of the man driving the Audi livery here as he's gone for a corner cut there, and he has that, as that will be a penalty to him. It might try and get removed, you never know as well. I think that's a big end plate damage there. I think that's Lazaro. Yeah, Lazaro's lost his right end plate there. Gladys, your only driver to pick up a 3-second time penalty so far in this race. Further back, D Judges and Rackler are fighting out here. Rackler goes defensive into 17 and holds off D Judges for another lap. D Judges though looking really strong so far in this race. Lazaro is going to hold out here with that damaged end plate. Oh, big contact! Big contact! That's Nilsano out! That's Nilsano out after contact with Lazaro. JB picks up a 5-second time penalty for a severe collision with Texrex. But Nilsano double DNF in the last 2 Grand Prix. Contact with Lazaro there for the bottle merchant, as he's well known as. Unfortunately, that is a gut-wrenching moment for him. We know he's got the talent. Unfortunately, he is into the wall and out of the Miami Grand Prix. As further back, JB is, well, Rackler's trying to get the jump, as we are now under the virtual safety car. 40% of the racing speed is your delta, so we don't travel at full capacity here. We travel at 40%, as Rackler decides the Shadow Realm is a little bit better than the Miami track. I wouldn't blame him. This track is not very nice. Oh, big, nearly contact between T Chutters and Rackler there as well. As oh no, if you could have figured, it could have got worse for Mr. Mikael van Dongen. It has certainly turned into a nightmare scenario. He's picked up a drive-through for speeding under the virtual safety car. And this race has gone from bad to worse for Mr. Mikael van Dongen. As now a bit further back, Barry the Bear and Scar are fighting out. Barry the Bear has been absolutely sensational in his rookie season of FRL. The Chudders, oh no, he's gone for a spin at 17 and he can't do it. Don't know why to hit the wall, and he is As now Cassidy is in, everyone's coming in for early pit stops, and it's a lot of wing changes. JB is picking up his 5-second time penalty. Lazaro as well, he's sped into the pit lane, so that's going to be a 5-second time penalty added to his race time. And VIP has retired. Oh no! He's retired on track! What's happened? He's retired at 18. Oh, has he lost it or something? He might have lost the car, to be fair. VIP's GTA gamer is out of this race. Mikhail Van Dongen is going to be screaming into his headset right now because he cannot serve his drive-through until the end of his safety car, and that is the worst timing of any drive-through, of any safety car, in fact, I think I've ever seen. And my heart goes out to Mikhail Van Dongen there, as the safety car now is waiting to pick up Mr. Michael F1, the man who, he's been very silent in this race, to be honest, but I think that's a good thing, especially currently being sat in first place at this current stage in the race, as I'm just going to make my way to sit down now. As yeah, 2 DNFs in this race. Michael F1, I think most people will opt to stay out. It'd be pretty risky to go in for a pit stop at this early stage in the race. Do not forget, you do need to commit by going on the right hand side of a commitment point. Bacon Ellis takes a plunge here. He's got the 5-second time penalty, so he does have to stop. As Nilsano already doing this fair set of snitching. Oh yeah, forgot Ignalis has got the 3-second time penalty, so everyone now going to form up behind the safety car, lap 4 of 29 in this race. As yep, I think we'll get underway on lap 6 of 29. My apologies, I'll just try to have a little bit of Coca-Cola. As I'm saying this now, if Mikhail Van Dongen As yet, we will get underway on lap 6 of 29. Michael F1 will become the virtual Batman in this race. Been relatively quiet for the Williams man out on top so far. And I think he'll take that way. We don't see Louis tend to have that for our steering wheel. As yeah, protector. And now, so your virtual Batman lander is Mr. Michael F1. He's gone very early indeed. Don't forget, nobody can overtake now till the timing line. As he's going! That's an early. Oh no! What's happened? Rackler's in the wall! And... Lads, we're gonna have no finishes at this rate. Oh my gosh, lap 6 of 29. We have had... No. It's raining. But it's raining. As I think that's the Flying Scotsman, by the way. Down in 16th now. He has gone for a spin at turn 2. As this has thrown a big spanner into the works here. As D Judges and Ignelis are fighting this out, and D Judges is going to go for Mickey as well. This is going to be 2 for the price of 1. Oh no, big slap for D Judges, and that has given a big sigh of relief for Mickey Garcia, and that's for the final points paying position in this Grand Prix here in the beautiful Florida weather of Miami. But this looks to be a 2-horse race at the moment. Hugo fighting, I think this is for his first ever FRL podium. I mean, that first one you cherish forever. I mean, I remember my own winning the podium in F4 season 1 at the Spanish Grand Prix that season in the Alfa Romeo on a working game. Bury the Bear pulls the plug. Alpha, he sped. Bury the Bear pulls the plug, but also decides to speed. Leslie and each others are also in. But we need to confirm. Is it Inters? He goes to the green walls! It is the Inters for Bury the Bear! Don't forget, Michael Van Dongen needs to serve a drive-through as well. A yellow flags? Who's that? No, Hugo! That's the commentator's curse! Saying he was on for his first ever podium, and he has gone for a spin. He is now down to 7th place, ahead now of Mickey. Got a bit of a gap though to get back running. Is the DRS still activated? My apologies, ladies and gentlemen. Scar, good scenario. And could this be a battle of composure? Oh, Stephen and Bullboy are up there. Yellow flags. Who's that for? Mickey. Mickey's gone for a spin now. Is this going to be a battle of composure? Of keeping your head clear and keep making sure you aren't getting involved in incidents. Because Bullboy and Stephen are in an optimal position here, where they are in a team scenario, 4th and 5th. Hugo in. Hugo's coming in for Inters. Ignelis pulls the trigger. He knows what to do on strategy. He's in for the intermediates. Don't forget as well, around here, it is 50 miles per hour. Lazaro! Oh my gosh. Listen, where's he gone? How did he crash that? What? Oh, Michael Van Dongen, he's not going to be a happy bunny. No, he is! He's served for drive-through! Michael Van Dongen has been thrown a lifeline! If he scores points now, that is some testimonial shit. This is ideal though. For Michael F1, for Edzak, for Texrex, for Bullboy, for O'Steven. All to come in for the Inters. And this could be a case. This is going to be a battle of mind and wit here. This is going to be a battle of attrition here. Now I need to check something. Who is the lead runner on Inters? It is Hugo. Hugo is in a great place right now. However, 31 seconds. He's not going to lead. There is your position changes. The Flying Scotsman, the top gainer. Out of everyone, 11 positions gained for the man in the Williams, and he's going to be hoping for a load more, despite having now to come in. And yep, it is confirmed. Everyone is coming in for their pit stop. No! Oh, Steven stays out! What is he doing? You know how I said this is a battle of attrition? Oh, Steven, this is not what I meant! No! Wait, don't tell me. Mickey stayed out. It is dry! Enough! He's behind the Inters. And again, there's no spray. Has O'Steven just pulled an absolute blinder? Brother, I can't do this right now. So O'Steven currently leads the Miami Grand Prix, a track where he's won before in F4 though. Again, yeah, the spray's here. I'm looking, there's no spray. But it's wet, it is drenched, that track. O'Steven is about to do a fucking sight. Nope, he's in. Nope, he's in. O'Steven is in. Mickey, oh my god, Mickey, you are insane. Mickey Garcia stays out on mediums. But we will get hopefully racing on lap number 11 of this Grand Prix, meaning lap 13 would be DRS. However, due to the fact now it is drenched, Mickey. It is pouring down with rain, Mickey. As Mickey is breaking the rules slightly here by staying. We're going to lap on the safety car, I swear that. Huh? Oh my god, it's in now. Why? So Michael becomes the virtual Mylando once again here. And he goes straight away. He has to. As Mickey is into the pit lane here. That's going to be Finter's why he didn't come in. I know Stephen did. I will never know with him. But Michael F1 leads as I'm going to move the position changes back away. Tech Tracks as well. He's up to third. Ballboy though. A bit of a Rainmeister. He knows what to do nowhere. As Michael is pulling away. As Ballboy is still powering down here. Oh my word, Ballboy. Is Ballboy going to go for it on Tex-Rex? Cassidy and Leslie are still squabbling for that final point train position as well. Further forward, JB has made the move on Ignalis. Struggling just slightly out there. Tex-Rex as well. I think he's a big struggler. But to fair, there's rarely any chances. Lazaro has left the session now. That is one of your 4 DNFers in this race. Mikael Van Dongen, by the way. Who's making do of this second chance in this race. And already makes his way up to 11th in this Grand Prix. As Ballboy's got Tech Trucks. Ballboy's back on the Ballboy's on the podium. Is Tex down the inside? No, P thinks better of it. And Ballboy, the man who was agonisingly close last week to taking victory after an exchange of Variante Alta last race in Imola. As now he's making do on this chance. He is taking this personally and he looks to be at one with the car in these wet conditions. Oh my gosh, I don't want to say it, but I genuinely think Ballboy might be the fastest man on track right now. By the way, the fastest lap will now be confirmed. Everyone has gone to the intermediates now. Fastest lap will be awarded to Michael F1 regarding he finishes this race. Tex-Rex, if Ballboy gets anywhere near... Oh my gosh, I've just remembered that as well. I forgot it was them two. Oh my gosh. Michael is going to be praying that Tex-Rex defends for his attacks with Ballboy, with everything he's got. I mean, further back... Oh no, Ignalis and Berry the Bear have gone for a spin at turn 12, and that is oh my gosh, he's been caught. Brother got caught in 4K, and Ignalis has been caught resetting to track like a naughty boy. Tex-Rex, by the way, Michael's going to be breathing a sigh of relief here as Ballboy is... Oh my word, Ballboy, he's going for it! Down the inside of 17! Wow! Ballboy is through into third place. That is a great battle for the podium. Further back here, Cassidy, the Flying Scotsman. It is the Scottish Derby here today. It is the old firm between Cassidy, between Scar. Not whether Celtic, not that Scar's a Celtic fan or anything. I don't think he is. Ballboy is getting brave. Ballboy is getting cocky now with his overtakes. He is getting brave. They are getting beautiful. Hugo tries an attack on Tex-Rex as well. Ballboy is getting pretty confident with himself, isn't he? But can we just appreciate this, Michael Van Dongen as well. 14th on the grid. He's now up to 9th. Plus he's had a drive-through. I know we've had safety cars, but you need a bit of luck. Michael, start praying. Genuinely, Ballboy is getting fast. VIP has left the session, by the way. He was already out of this race. As I think for that, Michael Van Dongen and Scar are still fighting out now for 8th place. Michael really closing in all over the back of the Scotsman. Leslie and O'Stephen. The battle of can we start the lobby fight in the Discord normally. And this time it is the old fox, the wisely old fox, who goes out on top. There's yellow flags in behind. I think that, yeah, that's Mickey Garcia. Tex-Rex, by the way, is already through on Ballboy here. Great defense there great positioning of his car, but Bullboy's going to go for the switchback. And Bullboy, can he get the power down? Against Tex-Rex here. He's been left enough space. Bullboy is really going for this. He has taken last week personally. And he is going with vengeance for the Tifosi, for Ferrari. Hugo, though, is basically pushing Bullboy along. That 14 of 29 here. This is a great race. Who said wet weather racing is boring? I probably did at some point, but Ignatis, 5-second time penalty. That is a retirement in the pit lane there. You don't like to see it, but unfortunately there's nothing we can do. Well, there is, but we don't do it. Or something, I don't know. JB, do not rule him out. Mikael van Dongen, he's up to 8th, but Scar going completely off the track at turn number 7. There, but Scar's going to try and fight back here. Hugo and JB. JB has came from absolutely nowhere. And now it's Hugo versus JB. Down into 11. Oh my word. There's contact. Here comes Cassidy. The Flying Scotsman is going around the outside of 12. But cannot make the move stick. But Hugo lives to fight another day for 5th place. JB in 6th. Cassidy in 7th here today, ladies and gentlemen. And Bullboy is really trying now to hound down the inside of Tex-Rex. Cassidy, well, is ahead of JB, but is JB going to launch it down the inside? No, JB knows to think better than that so early on, and is up and now is in 7th for Flying Scotsman, living up to his name, isn't he? And he is through and up into 6th place. Michael must have played because look at the gap between. Yeah, Tex-Rex has done Michael an absolute solid against Bullboy. But Michael, he's holding his own here. We haven't seen much of these two today. Michael really holding his own against Edzak. And Michael, I've just realised Michael can Grand Slam this. He's led every... Has he led every lap? I think he's led every lap. Michael's on for the Grand Slam. I think Michael is on for the Grand Slam, Charlie. I cannot believe he has led every lap. Just that would be sarcastic. The level-heavy Latvian, though, he knows what to do to win races. Last week's race winner out in Imola. And he's really closing in now. Oh, Michael's starting to struggle slightly. Could the tyres be dying? If he doesn't win, I'm blaming you. No, blame yourself, because you've made me say that. Further back, boy, this has been a stellar defensive drive from Tex-Rex, but also Hugo. Hugo's been silently very good this race. So, Mikael van Dongen, he knows what's at stake with the championship. He might look at a launch down the inside of JB, but nope. Further, Hugo's got Bullboy. Oh, there's contact. There's contact between the two of them. And here comes the Flying Scotsman again. And he is the poacher of this race. Mikael van Dongen is through into 7th. The Flying Scotsman, he knows when to take his chance. And he has tugged out chance on Bullboy with a beautiful side helping of Caviar. And he is through into 4th. Hugo makes a mistake in 3. Bullboy's now on to 5th. This is superb racing. Mikael van Dongen. Now Hugo has just gone from 4th to 7th in a matter of 5 corners there. And now it could be even worse. JB down the inside of Hugo in 7. 6 corners. And he's lost 4 positions there. That is cruel for Hugo. And now it is the battle for the Flying Scotsman. But here comes Mikael van Dongen. He is really making hope of this last chance in this race, of this second chance to get himself back on. And his next victim, the Flying Scotsman. It's Michael van F1 on top, Edzak in 2nd, Tex-Rex in 3rd. As now, Michael van Dongen now, what can he do? Wow, foot to the floor. Once again, Flying Scotsman against the Dutchman. No! Tex Rex has gone straight on! We have the safety car, ladies and gentlemen! Ball boy! Ball boy's getting a penalty. Oh my god, Ball boy's getting a penalty. He's crossed the line. Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. Ball boy will be getting a penalty. As can you keep up? Tex Rex are straight on. That is gutting for the Dutchman. Buried a bit. Buried a Bear picks up a drive-through. But honestly, at this point, anything can happen in FRL. I mean, anything is happening. Oh my gosh. Michael's in, exacting Cassidy. Cassidy's in. JB stays out. What a gamble for JB. So the Grand Slam is off for Michael, but JB is going to be on very warm tyres indeed. The Flying Scotsman as well. He doesn't need to worry. These two are on penalties, the cheeky shits. As Scott, what's Hugo doing? Did Hugo just overtake Scar and make contact? I'm getting confirmation. I think Tex's wheel broke. That's why he went straight on. Yeah, sorry about any background noise. I'm being a little quiet now. I have some Coca-Cola. Yeah, so I genuinely don't think you can call this race right now because this is a very, very weird scenario. Ah, no. Okay, breaking news. Tex Rex, his brakes failed. So, unfortunately, it did mean he crashed out. So 16 Fs in this race. JB out on top, Michael F1 in second, Ed Zach in third. Don't forget JB has not stopped under the safety car. He's the only man not to. Here is your position changes for this Grand Prix. Cassidy nearly doing a last first, to be fair. He your pit stops in this race. But JB, for the first time in this race, will become the virtual Mylander. And he will dictate the pace for this safety car restart, as Burt Mylander does power down his Aston Martin V12, I believe, to run away. And yeah, but JB, he'll be the man to watch out for here. Slowed right down in 17, and now it's going to be a battle of wit. Who's got it? Who's got what's left? 10 laps to go in this Miami Grand Prix. It's JB out on top. It is Michael F1 in second. But for how long? Michael, he's going to go for it. Down the inside, JB. He sails on by into Narnia. Safely rejoins. But Ed Zach is through as well. Michael takes the lead of the Miami Grand Prix. And he starts, as he needs to continue, Miguel Van Dongen from where he was. You know, even if he gets a penalty, this has been a phenomenal drive. Ballboy up to fourth now. And our JB. This just shows the difference between worn and newer tyres. Cassidy, the Flying Scotsman, up into fifth. And he is not done at all in this race. DJ Chudders, I don't think he's scored a podium in FRL. So if he gets onto the podium this race, that'll be a phenomenal performance for him this race. No, Ballboy and Cassidy. The Flying Scotsman's got him! The Flying Scotsman has never given up on this race, and he is pushing on. So I've just got your championship orders. Scar now picks up a 3-second time penalty. I will give you everything. People have been very good when it comes to being in the track limits here. As don't tell me Ballboy's been passed by DJ Chudders on his FRL debut. As Hoyt to everyone in the chat, welcome in. Today, Ballboy's been mugged off by DJ Chudders now. Oh my gosh. But it is Michael F1 out on top, Barry the Bear and Hugo Duglietto into the pit lane now. Barry for the drive-through. And here you go for damage. Ballboy back up into fifth now, but how long? DJ just already gets him. NSX, Scar and JB, the former teammates in fact. Scar getting past JB. And through, but for how long? JB might look for the move. Oh, Steven really backed off the pace in the Barbie car. That's why he went pink Barbie. Let's see, went for Oppenheimer. I feel like we haven't seen him much either. Leslie in the Oppenheimer car is in 10th. No bad drive so far for him. Kept out of trouble somewhat. Not a lot, but this proved it. Bury the Bears out. Thank God, it's a full safety goal. Went virtual. Michael's in. Edzak stays out, but level-headed Latvian. He stays level-headed. He stays out. McAvan Dongan, the flying Scotsman, has Michael bottled the win. JP picks up it. What? Guys, I can't keep up. I mean, why? JB picks up a 5-second driver penalty. Leslie is in as well. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, division. Oh my gosh, this division. This division is something else. Oh my gosh. This division is something else, I swear down, I mean on screen. Look at Michael, his tyre. Michael. No! Charlie, I'm sorry. But this is not on me. I don't know why you're not mod. I actually don't know. Who knows, eh? Who knows, Mr. Ednasana? Who genuinely will know? As I'll leave my mark. Oh my god, JB's picked for 5 seconds. No, wait. Michael has cooked! Michael is cooking! Mickey enters. Leslie's in for wet. Michael's cooked! Brother! My boy Michael has cooked! He is cooking! Lap 24, we should be getting underway. Guys, I can't keep up. Anyone for a normal race in F2? Holy shit, Leslie's Pete. I question that Michael F1. I was unfamiliar with your game. Leslie's P2. If the intermediate runners cannot keep up, Leslie is in P2 and DJ Chudders is in P3. I don't think we can get another safety car. I beg not. As Lazaro, oh, that is heartfelt, to be fair. Fair play to come into the chat and apologise to your fellow. Oh, for Scar! Scar spun! The Muppet! Hugo. Going over there, you gun. We've now got another lap on the safety car. Cassidy is in! The Flying Scotsman takes it! The Flying Scotsman believes that Michael, his teammate, is cooking. And he goes in for the full wet. We've got a Grand Slam finish here, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, for God's sake, Scar. Scar's picked up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Mate, crazy things. This is a normal. Oh, for God's sake, Scar's retired. 8 DNFs, ladies and gentlemen. Here. Scar has retired, meaning literally JB at the moment. It's not scoring points because he's got a drive through. Wait, has JB still got a drive through? Let me check. I genuinely need to know. Has JB got the drive? JB is the only man not scoring points because he is on it. He's got a drive through. But the top 3 are on inters. Mickey is on inters. Everyone else is on the full wet. Do not go anywhere. No, but mate, it would be 3 points. No, because there's now only 11 with Scar's retirement. And JB has the drive through, so basically Scar would have been 11th at the time. Like, overall, lap 25, 26, 25 laps of racing to go. Ladies and gentlemen, no more DRS. And it is the battle of strategy. Will Michael pull it off? He has Bullboy, he has Mikel van Dongen, he has Edzak to go. Michael could be cooking. It is the extreme wets that Albo. He did this in F2 when I won. Going to wets didn't work for him. But Charlie, look at the track. It is full wets. It has to be. This is full wet. But the safety car is in this lap. Edzak becomes your virtual Bert Meinlander. Leslie and Mickey. Wait, what's Mickey doing? Oh my gosh, Mickey! Oh my gosh, these guys! You know, I love commentating F2. This is a comedy show for me. Edzak goes. He can't get to full throttle. Edzak, 5 laps of racing to go here in Miami. It is the level-headed Latvian. It is Edzak on top. But the big talking point, Michael F1. But Bullboy is going to defend. He is going to take Imola absolutely personally. And this is what we mean. DJ Chudders as well. He is trying to make moves. Bullboy's Van Dongen's hit the wall. I think Van Dongen's hit the wall. Van Dongen's hit the wall. He's got damage. Bullboy's up to second. Bullboy can hold on. But Michael is going to take this personally. He needs this move. This is the move for the race win. Likely. Hugo and Cassidy, the Flying Scotsman, makes his way past. So Stephen and JB are still finding out. Leslie's past Michael. Leslie is past Michael. Has Michael let him by? It's full wet, boys. It is full wet. Michael F1. It's past Bullboy. It is full wet. Michael F1 might have just pulled a blinder. And Zach, he's gone off. Oh my gosh. It is full wet. No. And the bottles. Oh my god. It was. Oh my gosh, these guys are so good to watch. I love watching F2 at times. I love this. I swear, if they have a boring race next week, they're just doing it for me. But Edzak, how can you see it's not full wets? People could be gambling, that's the thing. Edzak, I'd understand, because he has the layer of protection from Bullboy and Mikel van Dongen. Bullboy still has a layer of protection, in fact. Edzak, though, he's trundling. Van Dongen. Oh my gosh, JB's in the wall. If we get a safety car now, I swear to God, I'm going to kill someone. I think we're out. I think we're out of safety cars. Oh my gosh, Van Dongen's in the pits. We're out of safety cars. Now it would be 3 points, yeah, but Van Dongen, he's going to continue on. The Flying Scotsman is through and ahead of Stephen. Bullboy is struggling. But Michael can't get past. This is what I mean. The level-headed Latvian of Edzak. He knows how to defend. But it's too little, too late. As Michael gets the power down. And Michael F1 regains the lead of the Miami Grand Prix. And as further back, Hugo and Mickey. Mickey, the Inters have gone. And it is Now Leslie and DJ Chudders, this is for P4. And now this is really helping Ballboy as he's able to just run away as much as he can. But the understeer is horrendous. In these conditions, it's treacherous. As the Inks are just a horrible tire to be in right now. Oh my gosh, the drifts. Edzak Scott, it's over. DJ Chudders is going to get on the podium with Leslie. Oh my god, if this happens. Oh my god, this is for now. DJ Chudders, this is for P3. And DJ Chudders is through onto the podium for the first time in FRL. He is after his maiden podium here today. There's Leslie as well. He knows what it's like to stand on the podium this season. He did it in Kota. But Edzak is the man everyone's watching that for now. DJ Chudders needs to try and close down to the level head Latvian. Otherwise, we have very smart move, but indeed from the level head Latvian here today. But 3 laps to go. I think this is all over. Oh my god, Ballboy. I thought Ballboy was going to go. If Ballboy goes to a late lunge now, that's dangerous. Michael's won this, wow. Hugo Boy is past the Flying Scotsman and through up into 6th place now. As Cassie is going to try and make his way back past. Oh my word, the snap of oversteer, but now it's battle of attraction. It is foot to the floor for both of them now. And who's going to be out on top here? It is a drag race down to turn 17 between the Flying Scotsman and Hugo. The Flying Scotsman, is he latest on the brakes? He is later on the brakes indeed. Through into 6th, but for how long? As oh my word, there's contact. Oh my gosh, ladies. I don't want any more DNFs today, ladies. Come on. Penultimate lap of the race here, Edzak. He is holding on beautifully, and I don't think Leslie's going to get on the podium, to be honest with you. So everyone now seems to be in their own race at this current stage in the race. I do prefer having it because then I can actually like see people. Like, the race isn't that bad. I think it's quali, which is quite difficult. But, right. As we're going to enter the final lap of the race, ladies and gentle ladies. Including Charlie, who's a JD and a Lentilman. As Michael F1, he has been unstoppable in this race. Final lap to go. I know we're on board with Edzak. Here is Michael F1 for you ladies here today. And it's not the Grand Slam, but it is going to be the hat-trick. Hero. Today, so I don't think any of them further battle, so we'll ride on board and on a lap, in fact, for Mr. Michael F1. The man who, I'm going to double check here, he's won before, never been a champion, and hasn't won in this season. So I think his last win, if I remember correctly, wasn't last season because he wasn't racing. his last podium, I believe, not including this season, but for a first win of the season here, he's coming off it. He's taking the mick now. It's the man who's been unstoppable today, and it is the story of a tale of two stories. The battle of attrition here for Michael F1, as the Williams manufacturers, they needed this win, and in F2 for the second time this season. For the third time this season, Michael stand on the podium. But for the first time in F2 Season 13, Michael F1 will stand on the podium as the winner of the Miami Grand Prix. He gave it everything today. The attrition worked. Edzak comes home for second again, and he has been unstoppable. He has been in fine form. DJ Chutters, a first podium in FRL. A great result for him. Leslie, so near yet so far. It is P4 this season, this race for him. Bullboy rounds out the top 5. Hopefully we'll be able to get your top 3 in for interviews. I know Edzak doesn't tend to do with them, but the driver of the day is none other than the Flying Scotsman from the back of the grid up into, I think it was about 6th place in the end for the Flying Scotsman in the end of this race. But it is the other Williams. It is Michael F1 out on top once again for DJ Chutters British. I didn't realise that. So we've got 2 Brits on the podium, 1-3 for the Union Jack here today. But I'm going to quickly ask the top 3 if they do want to join in for the interviews today. As there we go. I'm just going to take a photo of that so I don't forget. Great performance as well. Leslie up 13 positions today. Same with Cassidy. Great performances throughout for everyone who did finish in this race. As I'm going to invite your top 3 in. Hopefully they do decide to join us today. Let me just confirm quickly. It was Mr. Michael F1. It was Mr. DJ Chutters and Edzak. I'll invite all 3 in now. So we'll just wait for all 3 to jump in. And
Good day.
Hello. Welcome
Hello.
in. Hello. You know what, since he's here, we'll do the man who finished in P3. I'll just quickly head over to the showroom. I just need to confirm something. Well, I'm going to show off my personal car. So, yeah. But it is the man who came home P3 in the end, and also and then if it's alright, we're going to do the race winner first, and since he's literally just joined us, and we'll go in order if that's okay. So instead, yeah, we'll stick with the car. But it's the man who took a victory after so long in waiting. Obviously, a few rounds where it came so close yet so far, but finally everything came together for him. It is Mr. Michael F1. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here, alive and well.
Alive and well. So obviously, let's start with qualifying. And he took a bit of an unexpected pole there by 2 tenths ahead of Edzak. Just talk us through the lap, really. Do you think you could have increased the gap, or was it more of a maximum you could have done?
I think that was the maximum I could have done. Obviously, the first lap was just going to be my banker lap with heavy fuel, and I lost so much time in the Mickey Mouse section. And obviously I was 7/10 down, so I knew that was where I was losing time by. I don't know how much by exactly tenths wise, But when I did my last run, getting that Mickey Mouse section perfectly with a lighter fuel, I was 7/10. So I knew I was there around Edzax. I just didn't know if I was behind or ahead. But I had the traction perfectly on the last corner. Felt a little bit of wheel spin, but kept it very nice control and managed to get a pole right at the end.
Yeah, and obviously a pole where you would lead from the front for most of the race until the rain came and you went for different strategies in comparison to your rivals. And obviously you were the one to trigger the pit stops to the full wet, and looking at that decision, it was the right one in the end. But overall, just talk us through your race.
I was a little bit nervous because it's been a very long time since I started from pole, so I was a little bit nervous of taking control. Thankfully, I managed to avoid the carnage in turn one, just about. I think it was Hugo making a dive bomb into turn one and collected a few drivers, and Edzax just got away with it, and he managed to stick with me thick and thin, pretty much for the whole race. Really, I feel like I was quicker than him in the dry, only by just though. And then when I heard the rain was going to come down, I was just going for it for the fastest lap. And to be honest, I thought Edzax would have got it because he was much quicker than me. Well, much closer than me on that restart, so I thought he would have snatched it, but he just missed out. So that was very important at that stage. But then the next stage was just trying to keep him behind, and I felt like I was quicker in the first part of the lap, but in the Mickey Mouse section, he was just dominant. He was just so much better under braking, I believe. But I think because of the dirty air in the high-speed corners, I just managed to keep him behind, which was very thankful. And then, obviously, with the wet tyres as well, that was a gamble that I never thought I would take, especially being the first one to do it as well, to trigger half the grid. And found out it was the right decision was so satisfying. But I think when my teammate came in, Mark or Jeff, or whoever you want to call him, the engineer, he said, track is starting to dry up now on the last lap of the safety car. So I really thought I bottled it, but if I bottled it, so did half the grid as well. But on the restart, it was still wet, and the Inters runners couldn't put the power down generally as they wanted to. So I took advantage of that out corners, and I managed to get the gap to Edzax right where I needed to, because it was Inters for the last 2 laps, and it closed up by probably 2 seconds. So I just managed to bring it home in one piece.
Yeah, and obviously first win of the season, third podium as well for yourself, and finally getting onto that top set after many a races where you had a lot of bad luck. But obviously next week we head into the midpoint of the season. We go to the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. How do you fancy your chances going to the home of basically half of FRL?
Yeah, ever since Verstappen has won, all the Dutches have just come out of nowhere, out of their little Pandora's box. But to be honest, it's going to be very challenging, especially with the Dutches pair of Van Dungen and Rechter. Obviously, they didn't have a very good race at all. They're still pretty much up there. They're still a threat. So I think the key is to see if we can just try and nick them one by one, race by race. But yeah, I think we just need to focus on just getting some good practice in. Hopefully the car will stick at high-speed corners.
Yeah, but still, a great performance nonetheless here in Miami. And who knows, maybe you'll be back in the Williams next week as well. Maybe Cody's will fix their game. Oh my gosh, their game.
Yeah, maybe, but I still had the Williams livery, which was even sweeter.
Fair enough.
So,
yes, technically winning in the Williams. But still, P1 nonetheless. And great performance. And hopefully we'll see you next week. Enjoy your evening.
Thank you very much, and thanks for commentating.
No worries at all. And unfortunately, we don't have Ed Zach here today, but we got the man who I believe has now taken his maiden FRL podium. The man in P3, it is Mr. DJ. Are you there?
Hello, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah. So obviously, we'll start off with qualifying and P10 in the dry, and obviously knowing it was going to rain and possibly opting maybe for a wetter setup. See, we won't know that in the comms box, but just talk us about your qualifying overall.
Well, at first I didn't actually see it was going to rain, so
Hmm.
that was my fault there. But I went for a setup that was more orientated towards the race, so a lower downforce setup. So qualifying, I did the best I could, tried to get as many positions. I feel like I could have done a bit better. In my first lap, I didn't quite get it together, and after that, I was just trying where to find the time on this setup. In the MP10, obviously, I wasn't disappointed with it, but I could have done a bit better.
Yeah, but obviously P10 starting in the mid pack in F2, not the base you want to be fully, but still managing to make some great overtakes throughout the race and glow way up into that P3. But overall in the race, just talk to us about how did you find it out there?
Oh, it was very tough. There was a lot of incidents I tried to avoid. At the start, I got caught up in an incident, lost a few places, dropped back a bit. Then the safety car came out, and I think just a bit after the restart, I got tagged in the back in the hairpin in sector 3, and I got spun around. So not an ideal start to the race. And then I saw the rain. The rain was coming, so I decided to switch the inters pretty early on, maybe a bit too early. And the safety car came out, kind of hindered me a bit. So I pitted again for the inters, fresh, less wear. And then I went on those inters until the safety car. I saw people start going onto the wets, and I thought, now is the time. I've got to do it if I want a podium. And my engineer said the track was drying a bit, so I was a bit skeptical of going onto them. But I had to take the risk to try and get the podium. And when we restarted, the inner runners were very slow at the very start. Managed to get up to P3, and I I was pushing so hard because when you can see the driver in P2 just ahead of you, you try to push hard. It drives you on a bit, but in the end, the track dried a bit. The inner runners had a bit of a advantage over me towards the end, and I'm pretty happy with P3 in my first race in the F2. So yeah, happy with that.
Yeah, great performance nonetheless. And so obviously next week, obviously as a reserve, we don't know if you'll be racing or not. But obviously next week we do head over to Zambor. If you are racing for this one, how do you fancy your chances of possibly making it back to back?
I'm not too sure because I know it's a tough track for me. I'll try my best, but I might not even be racing. So I don't know. I'll try and practice a bit for it. But if I don't race, there's nothing I can do about that. But I think people might fare a bit better than me. It's not my strongest track, so hopefully I can do well if I do race. So yeah.
Yeah, but still a brilliant performance on, as you say, then on your F2 debut as well. It's a brilliant performance nonetheless, and in not an easy race at all. But yeah, still enjoy your evening, and hopefully we will see you next week.
You too. Thank you.
No worries at all. And that is going to do it today for FRL F2 round 8 of season 13 this for the Miami Grand Prix. Next week, we head over to the land of Max Verstappen. We head over to the Dutch Grand Prix at Zandvoort. Unfortunately, I will not be with you guys. I blame my area manager. I've got to work. But hopefully something will be arranged, and maybe we'll have Hawk in the comms box next week. But we hopefully we'll have a commentator for that one, and I will be back for the Austrian Grand Prix Sprint Week round 10. So that's it from myself, Zook. Don't forget to subscribe and like as always, and yeah, until next time, goodbye.